Hello there and welcome on in. Magic the Gathering is filled with so many different amazing cards and creature types, with some people being called to collect certain card types such as angels, certain planeswalkers, or sometimes it's something silly as a single card like Joven's Ferrets. But nothing can compare to the appeal of dragons. There's just something about them that just captures our imagination. While for some Magic the Gathering players, it captures their desire to collect every single dragon card. And that's what leads us to this week's video. I'm 16-Bit Ferret, and welcome to MTG History, as today we talk about the rarest dragon card in Magic the Gathering. Now when you think Rare Dragon, you would not be wrong to think of Zodiac Dragon from the Portal 3 Kingdoms set, since it had a very weird print run, or to even think of the Shivan Dragon from the Alpha set. However, the actual Rarest Dragon makes the rest of these look like you could find them anywhere. So, how many copies of this Rare Dragon card are there? 800? 500? Nope, even lower than that. There is only just one. Yes, you heard right, just one copy exists. So, how did this Rare Dragon card come to existence? For that answer, we need to travel back to the middle of the 1990s. Back then, Magic the Gathering was slowly making its way around the world. But over in Japan, however, it was building a very strong player base at a very fast rate. So much that the Duelist Convention International Tournament Center was being built in Tokyo. And what does that long string of words mean, you may ask? Well, the Duelist Convention International was what Wizards of the Coast used to track official tournaments and rankings. It's however also more commonly known as DCI for short. With all this happening in Japan, this let Wizards of the Coast know that Magic the Gathering was there to stay for the Eastern audience. And by 1996, the center was ready to be opened. Wizards of the Coast wanted to do something really special, something to show their thanks and their commitment to the Eastern audience. So, Wizards of the Coast approached Mark Rosewater and the artist Christopher Rush to see if it was possible to make a special card for this year. They both said yes they could. And if the name Christopher Rush does sound familiar, he is the guy behind the famous Black Lotus art. So off to work they went, and this is where things get interesting. They first presented the original design to the Japanese, only for them to send it back and say they want this card to have a good mechanic. This put Wizards of the Coast in a very interesting bind, because Mark Rosewater only had 1 hour left to think of the mechanic before this card had to go off to the printing press, be printed, and then mailed out to make it to the convention center on time. Talk about cutting it close to the wire. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I was under that kind of stress to where all this is riding on me, I don't think I would be able to handle it. But with all that hard work and that curveball thrown at them at the last moment, what does this card look like, you ask? Well, here it is. I cannot pronounce the name of this dragon, unfortunately, so we're just going to refer to it as the dragon, okay? This stunning card is a casting cost of 6 and triple red, and it's also a 0/0 dragon with the ability of this dragon comes into play with 7 +1/+1 counters on it, along with the ability for triple red to sacrifice 2 +1/+1 counters to put 3 +1/+1 counters on this dragon at the end of turn. This ability can only be played as a sorcery. This card also has some very interesting facts with it, starting off with the name. The name of this dragon is also based off the 7 deities of luck, and with this going to the DCI Tournament Center, Mark Rosewater and Christopher Rush wanted this card to be a good luck charm for this here. As for the artwork, Christopher Rush wanted to make something based off of the traditional style of Japanese dragons. And this is the final design that was met with approval, and this is where things take a little bit more of an interesting turn. After they printed a very, very limited run of this card, they they destroyed all but one copy before sending this card off to the center for the opening ceremony in 1996. Here we have a photo taken of the dragon displayed at the convention center. This is where the card stayed for 7 years, and unfortunately on February 28th, 2003, the DCI Center shut down. So what was the fate of this rare, beautiful blue dragon? What happened to it? Well, it went to the Hobby Japan head office in Tokyo. This is where the card still resides to this day. This card is actually even still on display. So if you ever find yourself in Tokyo, Japan, you can see this card in all of its majesty. And that's going to be it for this episode, folks. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. It does mean a lot to me, and if you liked it, do be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to try to be putting out history videos every Tuesday. It's either going to be lore, old mechanics, or interesting cards. And this is what we're striving for right here. And we have possibility for room to grow to maybe do more than this. But I'm going to take it slow just to make for certain I don't put too much on myself. But anyways, is there any part of Magic the Gathering's history that you want to know about? If so, I would love to hear it in the comments below. But anyways, as always, I'm 16-Bit Ferret, and I hope you have a Duke day.